Myself, Dr.B Sumalata, Assistant Professor of Commerce, Government Degree College, Bhimgal, Nizamabad, Telangana State. Dear students, welcome to my lecture. Today, we are going to discuss about as important aspect of business law, that is consideration. We have a general idea what is consideration. Is it? It is. We have seen that consideration is something in written, or it is otherwise known as pseudo pro quo. That means in every contract parties to the contract get something in return, and that can be anything. It can be much cash, it can be kind, it can be a promise, but that is something which the party gets in return. That is what we call consideration. And the general rule of consideration, we know the Latin maximum is ex neutral facto non original luxury. That means where there is no consideration, there is no consideration, there is no contract. The meaning of this ex neutral factor no or interaction, if a form a bare promise no cause action arises, that means in simple terms, if there is no consideration, there cannot be a valid contract. Okay? How? Let us see what are the essential elements of a valid consideration. How and when consideration becomes legal consideration becomes valid. Okay? Let us look at those essential elements. Select section 2D of Indian Contract Act defines a consideration as whenever the desire of the promiser. Promises are any other person has done or abstained from doing something thus, or abstains from doing something promised to do, or abstain from doing something such as abstains or promises is called consideration. Okay? This is the definition under section 2D of the Indian Contract Act. Okay, so now let us look into various aspects of various essentials of valid consideration. As the definition says that first point is that it should move at the desire of the promiser. That means what is the consideration is something which the promiser desires, the one who instates the contract, the one who makes the proposal will decide what he should get back. Okay, so it cannot be any other person, it cannot be a third party who is deciding what is the consideration. Always remember, it is the promiser who decide what is the consideration. Okay, first point, it must move at the desire of the promiser. Now, second point, who will give the consideration? Promise. Other person, that means says, for example, A is selling his car to B. Okay. Now, ideally, B is supposed to give money, which is the consideration. But if B does not have money, be it the father or mother can give money, this friend or spouse can give money, this bank or director can give money. That means any other person on behalf of the property can give the consideration. Okay. Now a consideration can be something which is already done, like it has promises to give money if B teaches his child. We thought the child and the child passed the exam later. Now he is giving the consideration. He is giving money. How? B has promised to again money. What for he has promised to give for something which Bill has already done. So consideration can be something which has happened in the future, right? Now A is painting the house. B is giving money. That means something which is currently happening. Third one is giving money. B promises to give his car next month. That means the consideration will come in the future. The consideration can be past, present, or future. Similarly, consideration can be an action, consideration can be a promise to do something. Consideration can also be a promise not to do something. Say, for example, A is promising to be that you be some money. I will not cause any disturbances. By May, practice, say for example, A is practicing either dance or music in his house, and B gets disturbed, so I will shout the place, and thereby I will not disturb. That is promise, and this is a promise not do something. So that promise is also a valid consideration. Consideration can be positive or negative. It is clear now. Consideration need not be adequate. That means what you are getting back need not be equal to the market value of whatever you give. Say for example, A is painting to planning to sell his car. A's car is worth 5 lakhs rupees in the market price, but he can sell it for 4 lakhs rupees. Since he decides what is the consideration, it need not be adequate, it need not be equal to the market pricing, but at the same time it must be using and not usury. That means if 5 lakhs rupees is the market price, the price consideration cannot be 10 rupees or 25 rupees, because then it is not a real consideration. Consideration must be real, but if it not be equal to the market price, it can be slightly less or more than the market price, but it must be a real price. It must be a real consideration. It cannot be any user energy understood. Yes, now as we all know, consideration must be full. It cannot be anything legal, whether the action or promise or kind which you are getting back cannot be unknown, and the last one, consideration, cannot be an existing obligation. See, you will have certain obligation under law which must to do, like casting a vote is your obligation. I'm going to quote, if you are a witness and giving evidence in your obligations, these obligations cannot be consideration, and there are therefore consideration cannot be. So if a party proposed or offers something which is otherwise also is obligation, that cannot be consideration. As a consideration, is it clear? So we will go back to the definition. What is the whenever the desire of a promiser, promises, or any other person has done or obtained or from doing something does, or abstains from doing something uh, to do, or abstains from doing something such act, abstains or promise is called consideration. And in additional, consideration need not be adequate, must be real, not illusory. It must be lawful, but it cannot be an existing obligation of the period. That is all about essential of valid consideration. We will back uh, about with another topic still. Then bye. Thank you.